on like a football, you know what I mean? Anyway, so they'll go all the way through the summer right into football season. These are beautiful, beautiful salmon that are stuffed with crab meat. This is something that definitely is more high end, but you're getting such good omega-3s. You're having really something that I think is very special. You know, right now, maybe you want to treat yourself to something a little special. So we're going to give you 8 of these salmon fillets stuffed with the crab, and that price tag is $109 or 5 payments of $21.80. And the key here is where it comes from. We always say when you are buying seafood of any kind, know your source. And that's true even with beef, like we were talking with the Kansas City Beef Company. You know, for them to be able to have that wonderful area. Here it is. I'll tell you where it is. It's the Faroe Islands. They're off the coast of Scotland. They've got cold, clean waters. It's a strong Arctic current that flows through. Plus, the salmon is eating naturally. There's no antibiotics that they're eating, you know, that type of thing, because they're just eating regular like salmon would eat. Just to let you know, 5 easy payments. You want to make sure you get these. And we're going to talk about what's in it with the woman who's behind all of it. You've heard of Rastelli Meats. Well, Brittany Rastelli actually takes care of all the seafood and the fish and things like that. And the company's called Egg Harbor. So Brittany, hello, welcome, good afternoon. Welcome to QVC.
Hello there, how are you?
Wonderful. Now, I want you to explain to everyone why you have to know your source and why is this piece of salmon so lusciously orange?
Well, you just explained the location beautifully, you know, how they're out there in the open ocean, what they're eating, you know, and the conditions of the water. All of that is really important. But the salmon are pulled out right there on the boat, and they're individually packaged and blast frozen. So you see that color, that bright orange, beautiful, vibrant color. That's all of our omega-3s. That's all of our fatty acids, all the stuff that's really good for us. And then the white stripes is the marbling, which breaks down and gives it that really sweet and you know, beautiful taste. And then those nice big flakes where the piece of salmon is still really moist. A lot of times when you're in a grocery store and you see the salmon that's sitting out, you aren't really sure how long that's been sitting out. Has it been previously frozen? This never has. So you know everything you need to know about the piece of salmon and why it's so flaky and tasty.
So it is, you can see how juicy that is. And I just literally started forking into this piece and you can see how tender and beautiful it is. So now you're taking it to the nth degree, up a notch, to add that crab stuffing. Tell me about this. I'm anxious to see what's in here.
Exactly. So the crab stuffing is going to be jumbo meat and claw meat from a blue crab. And then in the small batch there, we fold together a little bit of mayonnaise, some egg, a little bit of breadcrumb, some seafood seasonings, and, you know, lemon and Worcestershire sauce. Just a few things just to give it a beautiful flavor.
And what's not to love about all those things you just mentioned? I think about the flavors together. When you mix salmon, you know, some people say, well, salmon is a fish I don't really care for because it's too fishy. But this, when you buy the really, really good salmon, it's not real fishy, and you now mix it with the crab. It's like the perfect combination, isn't it?
Exactly. And, you know, the ratio of salmon to crab meat in this particular item, it's going to marry together almost every single bite. You should be getting your crab and a salmon bite in almost every single bite that you take. So that was important to us as well, not to have just a tiny bit of crab and a lot of salmon. It's a really great ratio that you have there.
Let me just update everybody. I think, did you say we have less than 1,000? Yeah, we only have 1,000 of these to go around. No auto delivery on this. And the other thing is, I'll remind you, you're getting 8 good-sized salmon fillets. And then on top of each of those, it's really like a side dish on top to be able to have all of that crab meat, as well as, like you said, the yummy breadcrumbs and the lemon seasoning, the Dijon and the Worcestershire sauce and, you know, the mayo, the eggs, etc., to all be on top of that salmon. Really, oh, this smells so yummy. How do we cook this?
So this is also incredibly easy to prepare for you. You can either cook this from frozen or from thawed. They're both going to be on 350 in your oven. If you go from frozen, you're just going to go a little longer, 25 to 30 minutes. If you have time to thaw them out, just 20 to 25 minutes. So easy.
You know, people say we should always eat a lot of salmon, and I'll be honest with you, growing up, I didn't like it. And I grew up in Minnesota, so we ate a lot of fish, but salmon wasn't one of them. But now, as an adult, I find that it's really all about the quality of the salmon and what's with it. And right now, you can see great to mix in with some fettuccine Alfredo if you want to do that, or great to bring in on a salad. You know, have a salad and a beautiful piece of fish and the crab meat on top. Or you can even do something in a little bit, I want kind of an Italian way back here. We've put it in with some of that red sauce and marinara sauce if you want to do that too. But I just want to go back to explain where this comes from. Explain that Faroe Islands, and we can show that video again.
Sure. So the Faroe Islands are located off the coast of Scotland. It's a cluster of islands. The water there is extremely cold due to a strong Arctic current that flows through. It maintains the cleanliness of the waters and then that nice cold temperature. And the salmon are out there in the open ocean being fed an all-natural, hormone-free, antibiotic-free diet. And all of that is really important because as soon as the salmon are taken out of the water, they're individually packaged and blast frozen for you, which locks in all the nutrients at the peak of its freshness. And that's important. And then again, the crab meat that we use, we are creating this in small batches by hand. It's a blue crab. We're using the jumbo lump and the claw meat and then mixing that together with some fresh ingredients. If you receive this at home and you want to read your box and read your ingredients, you're going to recognize every single ingredient. And it's just a really special product to be able to keep in your freezer and have a great meal ready in 20 to 30 minutes.
Fewer than 900 remain. I want to toss it over to Rick because I haven't actually talked to Rick about salmon. Do you typically eat salmon, Rick?
Oh, we love salmon. But you know, when I see this, and hello, Brittany, how are you? Hope all is well. Love your brand.
Hi, Rick.
When I see this, I see the finest restaurant in town. And I see this hankering to go out to a great restaurant, and guess what? They're not open. Or I see, you know, what should we do? Should we get mom and dad a gift card to a great restaurant? Or they're not going to be able to go. So to literally get, for a retired couple, 4 restaurant quality meals that they would never, ever, ever make on their own. What a great gift to someone. I see Instagram posts where people are saying they're literally having these restaurant nights at home. And they're creating the restaurant at home. It's a romantic couple and they get these out and you would never make it yourself. Why not let Rastelli do it for you, right?
I love that idea because the other thing, I just saw something on Facebook with some of our friends where the kids, which were high school age, they made dinner for the parents because it was their anniversary and you know, they couldn't go anywhere. But here's how it comes packaged. Each one of the 8 that you're going to get are individually packaged. You can see right there, as Brittany said, they freeze those and cryovac, you know, seal them up very quickly after, while they're still very fresh, right? So that when you open this up, that freshness is still there, right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You know, you keep talking about the quality of the salmon. I mean, if you are someone that doesn't love salmon like I used to be, you know, I didn't dislike it. It just kind of I wasn't overwhelmed by it. This is definitely an option that you want to try. I'm telling you, it's so fresh, it's so tasty, and it's just a really amazing product to be able to have in your home and be able to cook within 20 to 30 minutes.
Here's the thing. A lot of stores don't even have hardly any seafood to be able to go around. People are going in their stores thinking, where's the beef? Where's the meat? Where's the salmon? Here's the thing. Fewer than 500 sets to go around. This is brand new today. Well, no, we've had it one other time, but we don't get to see the crab meat on top of the salmon very often. So you're getting all 8 of those beautiful fillets and a price tag of 5 easy payments of $21.80. And let me just say, you can trust Egg Harbor, right, Brittany, because it's always super top level, as I say, top chef level, right?
Absolutely.
Brittany, thank you so much. Have a great day. Appreciate you coming with us.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye now. Okay, we're going to be right back with our second half. A lot of people join us for this next hour. Things go fast and furious.